Are you talking to me? Duh, of course you are. Everybody knows me. I'm Mia Brightwood. Now, get ready because some mysterious voice will appear and tell you all what happened last time on the Incorrigible Party.
Finding Shaft and Shakara missing from the Paladin camp, Falzaren and Mia are left with Thuft the Younger, who has additional information about the Nyogi for Samuel Coltis. Still needing to confer with his generals, Samuel speaks with Mia about the possibility of a peaceful resolution to the Nyogi problem.
To heal or not to heal. To heal or not to heal. But to heal, but or not to heal. To heal. To throw my hammer. The adventure continues.
So you, Mia and Falzaren, and I suppose Thuft the Younger, you've kind of just been dismissed into the camp. I suppose there's a bit of downtime while you wait for Samuel and the generals to form a plan of attack after you've given him another bit of information about what it could potentially be in the caves as far as the second body is concerned. So if there's anything you want to do within the camp, up to you, I suppose. I mean, it's not like there are recreational activities that you can around in this Paladin camp, really. But like you saw like some of the sparring tents where you found Silas and stuff like that, if you're into that. If you wanted to get more food or actually just wander the camp to actually take all of it in now that you're here in the daytime kind of thing, if you want to do that too, like it's going to be up to either one of you. Perhaps upkeep, I don't know if Falzaren, you want to take the time to like scribe some spells from into your spell book, like from...
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Your backup spell book, does it still exist?
Yeah, I can't think of anything that Falzaren would really want to do. It's sort of just a waiting game at this point, waiting for Samuel to decide what the plan's going to be. So I probably will do that. It'll just take some time to sort of rest, gather my thoughts without all the commotion, and focus on my spell book.
I think Mia's gonna keep an eye on Thuft the Younger. Maybe go find a stick. You know,
You did promise.
I would like to have a conversation with Thuft. Yeah.
Okay, like just you and him?
Yeah, I think so.
So what, you want to go back to your tents and then Mia, you just pull Thuft the Younger into yours and to talk to him?
Yeah, if he's just over dancing with his sticks or something, just...
Yeah, he's moving his hips, trying to keep warm in the snow.
Yeah, I think Falzaren is probably just going to retire to his tent and sort of like leave the door open so anyone who wants to, get in touch with them can if they need to, but it's a little bit quieter.
Falzaren, I'll watch Thuft. You can go to your tent.
Oh, sure, yeah. It has been a while since I've had some spare time to work on my spellbook. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thuft, what you doing?
I'm dancing.
Yeah, that seems fun. Do you like this stick? This is a good looking stick.
Oh, he kind of takes it, dusts off some snow from it, taps it on the ground, and yeah, this is a great one.
Yeah, there you go. Thuft, I've been meaning to tell you something and talk to you. I really like you. I think you're a great emissary. And in these words, I want it to be like the magical command that I'm trying to place on him. I'm going to say like, I really like you. I'm happy with our relationship. And I'm going to be like, Thuft, I want you to always tell me the truth. And I want you to be my friend, okay?
So you're casting something on him?
Yeah, so I want to cast the Geish spell on Thuft. Attempt to. So he's going to have to do, it's a magical charming effect. He's going to have to do a wisdom save.
He gets an 11.
Okay, so he fails. So it's like forcing him to carry out some service or refrain from some action. So if he understands me, like what I want him to do is to act as a friend and to always tell me the truth. That is the charm. It can last up to 30 days. I can't, issue him a command to, like, certain death or something, because that would break the spell. And if he disobeys or, like, tries to lie to me, he'll take psychic damage. So, just trying to ensure that he's not pulling one over on us.
So as you kind of speak to him in this, like, magical context, right? Your words clearly influence him, and you see the change in him, right? Just kind of even in the way that he just, like, looks at you. Perhaps his demeanor around you softens.
I'm his best friend.
It's like he becomes less rigid, a little more comfortable in your presence, right? Oh, yeah. I want to be your friend too.
Yeah, and always tell me the truth. Always.
Oh, you don't lie to your friends.
Of course. Thuft, I'm so glad we're friends.
Me too.
Okay, you want to keep dancing or you want to go find something else to do?
I'm kind of getting hungry again.
Hungry again? Okay. Falzaren, we're gonna go get some food.
Okay. Maybe bring me back some. I'm a little bit hungry again as well.
Okay, Thuff, let's go get something for Falzaren and bring it back.
And you take him out into the snow, and he's got a firm grip on his stick. He's kind of shaking his little butt as you walking in the snow.
Like no music.
Yeah, exactly. So like before, you had found it in the earlier morning, right? Now we're getting closer to noon, right, in the day, and like the camp's in full swing, right? There, Paladin's moving up and down the pathways carved, and you can go right to the same cooking pot if you'd like. There's certainly some leftovers in there, kind of unattended now. But as you're moving through the camp, you are kind of hearing and picking up like different conversations.
Yeah, I want to be just kind of observing for sure.
Sure. You kind of overhear in front of a couple of tents. They're clearly like tents, like your lodging tents, and a pair of paladins kind of come out about 40 feet or so away from the food pot as Thuft is greedily dishing himself back up again. They're talking about something going on in the camp. They're complaining about blue lights. And you hear the one guy is like, I don't understand how anybody expects to get any damn sleep around here. This damn blue light is all over the place. The second paladin, did you see the ones inside the camp? What's going on? I don't understand. I stepped out for a smoke and it's pulsing. No, I didn't see those ones. You can't really see much with the snow going on, but that's odd. As they kind of continue, just inquiring with each other.
I look around. Do I see like lanterns in the camp?
No, there's no real sources of light that are like posted or marking.
And the tower is not on?
Well, because of the heavy snowfall, you actually can't see the tower, right? But at nighttime, the only light sources you witnessed were the fires and like some of them larger, some of them smaller in the night, right? You had seen the paladins huddle around them to keep warmth throughout, but yeah, there's no other types of light sources, or at least that you witnessed the previous night.
Excuse me, and I go up to them.
Oh, yeah? Can we help you?
Yeah, sorry, I overheard you talking about blue lights. Was, like, last night?
Oh, and they kind of look at each other, clearly as if like, oh, we've spoken a little too loudly about this. Yeah, there's, the tower. You've seen the tower. Everyone's seen it, right?
Right. Do you guys have the metal cubes for the tower?
Well, I mean, thankfully it's not our duty to guard it.
Right, but the blue light was in this area? Like this area was covered by blue light?
No.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I know you were complaining about it, but it's kind of necessary. It's protecting us from the Neogi right now. I just want to make sure, like, our camp wasn't in the blue light at night or something.
Why don't you roll me a persuasion?
22?
So the second paladin, who has not spoken to you yet, he kind of gives his buddy a bit of a tap. You know, this is Mia Brightwood. Like you've heard Lance and Hannigan talk about her all the time. This is her. And the one that was regarding you is, okay, you're Mia Brightwood.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine. Lance is a great friend of mine. I thank you for doing what you did for him.
Oh, no problem. I just... Sorry, the blue light's a thing I've been hearing about for a long time now, so I'm sorry if I overstepped.
No, you didn't. I didn't... Obviously, we didn't want to be overheard, but we're not the only ones that have seen it either, I'm sure. There was some light in the camp.
Interesting.
I don't know where it was coming from or like what was causing it, because the tower, you know, before it started snowing, the tower's fine, and then a couple tents were
blue. Well, I appreciate you sharing this with me. I might have a few ideas about what it could be, but I don't want to like tell you anything till I'm sure. So, if you see the blue lights again, will you come find me or let me know?
Of course. You're close with Samuel, with Samuel Cultus?
I would say so, for sure.
Maybe you should ask him about one of the light sources.
Okay, we'll ask him what?
Well, and he kind of leans into you. I'm pretty sure one of them was coming from his tent last night. It was pulsing.
Oh, well, okay. Didn't see that one coming, but yeah, I'll talk to him about it. That's...
Look, but you didn't hear about it from me though.
Oh, I don't even know your name. It's perfect.
Excellent. You understand if I don't want to give it to you.
It's totally fine. And I take a note of what he looks like, so maybe I'd recognize the guy again.
Okay.
In his outfit. I appreciate the information. If you ever see anything weird or anything, just you can find me or you know the wizard Falzaren. He's in his tent right now. Just did you happen? Again, sorry if I'm overstepping, but did you happen to see like a halfling and a hexblood, like beautiful lady walking through the camp last night or anything? An orc that you can't understand. Happen to see one of them?
No, not that I recall. Like, I mean, I wasn't outside the whole night, you know.
Our party's split up right now. I don't know where they went, so it's all right. Well, if you see a halfling and a hexblood walking around,
I mean, yeah. If I see them, I'll let them know that you're looking for them.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, thanks for the information. And if you ever need him, Thor is there. Thor is with you.
I mean, as Lance always says, praise Thor.
Praise Thor. And I go back and find Thuft.
Okay, yeah. He's like he's got his hand in the cooking pot now, and like scooping out the last of what was in there.
Thuft, let's bring some food back to Falzaren. Yeah.
Oh, and he's like swallows a big mouthful. It's all gone. Much better than the bugs.
Yes, listen, you do not need to eat bugs when you're my friend. Is there anything for Falzaren?
It looks like left to his own devices, stuff the younger has finished what was in this pot.
All right, let's go, Thuff. Come on, follow me. We'll go back to Falzaren's tent.
Okay.
Falzy, you in there?
Yeah. Come in.
Sorry to bother you. I know you're busy transcribing here, but firstly, there was no food. I'm sorry. Thuff's really hungry. He's a grown boy. And secondly, I talked to some paladins, and some interesting things were happening last night. Thuft, this stays between us, okay?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I can give you a secret.
Yeah, there was a blue light emanating from Samuel's tent last night. In the camp. Not from the tower.
Really?
Should we go investigate?
The same...
I mean, I'm not quite convinced it's the same thing, but if he gave Shakara an eye, and there's an eye in the tower, what other than the armor would be creating this blue light? And how would it be linked to the fact that the armor is, he's aging?
Right, yeah. Interesting.
Do you feel like being sneaky with me for a little bit?
Well, I suppose we could. It's a little bit risky. There's paladins everywhere. This might be the best time to look into this and get an idea as to what he might have been up to.
Thuft, you could come with us. You're a friend.
Yeah, I can be real quiet.
Yeah, exactly. 3 of us searching a tent can be much faster than 1 of us. Just to see if there's any other artifact or Dendar relics or situations in there.
Falzaren kind of looks to Thuft and then back to Mia. Are you sure?
We can trust him.
Okay. I
I
wonder
look
how
at
sneaky.
Falzaren and say it again.
You sure you can be sneaky, Thuft?
Eye contact with Falzaren and me is like, we can trust him.
Well, I guess I'm not so concerned about trust as I am about him, clumsily knocking something over. No offense, Thuft the Younger.
It feels like I should take offense.
Well...
Let's not be offensive, Falzaren. Come on.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
I mean, we could stake it out tonight if you want. Like, it's up to you. Something is glowing blue in that tent.
It is daylight right now, but you have a point. I mean, a lot of Samuel and a lot of his people who I'd be worried about are preoccupied. So
they're
maybe
very
now's the best
busy
time.
making peace plans.
Yes. Peace plans.
Let's go for a walk. Right, Thuft? Let's go for a little walk. Might be walking by Samuel's tent, Would Mia remember seeing anything in that tent that, I don't know, could have looked like something ancient, something specific, unique?
The tent was fairly small. I mean, there was the cot and the table with maps of the mountains. And other than that, it looked fairly sparse in there.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about Samuel's armor, Falzaren. Do you have any thoughts on that? It's just not the same as it's worked before, it seems,
No, I wish I understood more about how this armor of his works, but part of me suspects that he may not even fully understand all of the intricate workings of it.
Well, yeah, he's not quite sure why he aged so quickly. Again, it puts an urgency on our plans. Let's go for a little stroll. Let's see what's going on in that tent.
Going and taking a look can't hurt.
I agree. And we'll leave Falzaren's tent and just kind of go for a stroll by Samuel's tent and peek our heads in. If they're in there, say we wanted to be part of it. And if they're not in there, then just kind of look around, saying we're waiting for them.
As you are moving through the tent, kind of, again, past this kind of hustle and bustle of the usual activities, you, it's not very far, right? You kind of move northward up towards the cave entrance, right, where you first had met him last night, and then westward a few 100 feet or so is where Silas had led you, right? And as you're approaching his tent, the flaps are clear, have been drawn shut, they're not standing open, and how close do you want to get to it? You want to just kind of get up there and try to listen if someone's in there?
I'm not afraid to put my head in through the opening and just see, and then if they say something or notice me, be like, hi, I was just wondering if I could be part of this, sort of.
Okay,
Mia
so
style.
you just want to part.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. All right.
I think Falzaren, if he sees Mia doing that, he might sort of try to grab her shoulder and pull her back to just say, hold on, let's just listen for a minute.
But why? He doesn't mind if I'm part of the plans?
Well, we don't know that. I mean, why don't we just
yes, I
listen
do.
to see?
It's fine. I put my head in.
What if?
I put my head in. I do it.
Okay. You just move
just
right
my
through
head.
the flaps. Oh, sure, okay. You
Yeah.
pull them aside and you peer in, and the tent is empty.
Falzaren, it's empty. Just let's go in, say we're waiting for him, but look around in the meantime.
Okay, everyone be very quiet.
Everyone,
screw
there's
this
2 of
up.
us. Okay, yeah. Thuff, stick with me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and if you find anything, let me know.
Oh, yeah. And Thuff, like, gets up on his tiptoes. He's kind of got his hands, like, out in front of him, like, creeping as he moves into the tent. Everybody can roll me a stealth check here.
There's going to be an alarm spell in here or something, isn't there?
I rolled a nat 1, so.
So did Thuff.
Oh,
yeah, so that's a 3 for Mia.
goodness.
Metal plate armor. Here's the thing. On entry, if I'm noticed, it's like, oh, I was looking for Samuel. Back right out.
Wow.
Is our wizard the best? Did you roll
Nope.
higher than a 1?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled higher than Thuft and Mia. You're good.
For a total of 2.
Okay. So as the 3...
2, 3, and 7.
As Mia, you've like rammed your head in, seen it empty, kind of pulled back and like, all right, let's go. The 3 of you, like, it's clear that the 3 of you are noticed as you enter this tent. None of the passing paladins try to stop you or like call out to you.
Yeah.
But it's clear that people have seen you enter this tent.
Yeah, listen, people are gonna notice. Let's be quick. We'll say Thuff was showing us something on the map. He had to show us on the map, quick. So, like, I point to corners, like everyone spreads out to different things. Someone search the cot, someone search under the table, just sort of looking.
Both of you give me investigation checks.
Ooh, Mia's so intelligent. 6.
19 for Falzaren.
Again, this space is not very large, and as you had said, Elena, but the 3 of you, there's not very much to search. Like, you're in here for like a minute, right? And Falzaren, you do find, tucked under the cot, it looks like a most recent journal of Samuel Coltis. It's bound in the same as the older ones that you found at his keep, right, way down south. And it just seems like this is his latest one.
Okay, so I will open it to the most recent entry, or maybe even just the past like few days, and try and just speed read it to see if there's any valuable information there, and then go from there.
The latest entry. After decades of searching and inflicting a grave amount of destruction upon portions of Aspara, the armor of Kalar has finally been assembled. Immediately, its power flooded every part of me. I felt as though I could single-handedly eliminate the Niyogi threat. As the hours pass, however, that power dissipates. It drains from me more than just the granted abilities. Parts of myself are withering.
I guess maybe I would look back a little bit further to see if there's anything that stands out as being pertinent in previous entries. And then if not, I would... do I keep it in case he happens to barge in here and then his journal's missing and he's going to know that we took it? I think maybe I will just keep reading, looking for anything that I think might be valuable information. And then after a short period, I'm just going to call it good so that I can return it so that I'm not caught with it on my person if he happens to come in.
And Mia, it's clear that Falzaren has actually found something, right, as you see him leafing through this.
Yeah.
And as you're kind of skimming Falzaren, you kind of pick up, you've control F'd this journal, and you see like a few mentions of the tower and like the few days of the difficult decision that he clearly was conflicted with via his own words in this journal, like of activating the tower, right?
See, Mia knew he was good.
So it kind of, you're getting like affirmations of many of the things that he has expressed to the party, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like obviously with a little more, probably a little more emotion and a little more articulation that one would have with themselves, right? Rather than what you wouldn't overshare in mixed company, perhaps.
Thuff, do you see anything that could glow blue?
I don't see anything. And you see he's like crawled under one of the chairs at the table. He's like on his hands and knees. It's just dirty down here.
Okay, Falzaren, if you can't take that. Like,
No, definitely not.
it wouldn't glow blue anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught stealing a journal from him. He's going to be looking for this.
Let's get out in time that people won't be wondering why we're in here, and let's go back to the tent.
Okay, so Falzaren will try and put this back exactly how he found it.
Okay, anywhere else do you think you could look, Falzaren? We looked over here.
What does it look like? Is there any other place unturned? You know what, actually, I have not used this item of mine in quite some time.
The wand!
But I have a wand of secrets. I think probably Falzaren would think this is a good time to dust this off and see if it's gonna... Yeah, so I will pull out my wand of secrets.
Mia's just gonna see you do it. Yeah, Mia's gonna see you do it and just be like, just make it quick.
Yeah, this will only take a second. All right, so I will activate the wand of secrets. So I'm looking for any secret doors or traps in sort of like 30 feet around me with this wand.
Activating a charge on the wand, you do not reveal any hidden traps or passages. And the rest of the tent, like, again, the space is not very large. You've thoroughly searched this tent now.
Okay. This isn't showing me anything. Let's get out of here before we get caught.
Yep, let's go. Come on, Thuft.
Okay, Thuff gets up from under the chair, and so you're just gonna try to sneak out of the tent now, or are you just gonna walk out?
I will just walk out. Mia's pretty sure she was allowed going in, so.
Yeah, I think we feel like we were seen going in, so there's no point in trying to sneak out.
Okay, and out you walk. Again, clearly noticed exiting the tent by paladins about their business.
Like a paladin that's close, be like, have you guys seen Samuel? I'm just looking for him.
I think he's meeting with the generals in the cave.
Oh, in the cave. We got our locations mixed up. All right, thanks. And we'll walk back toward our tent. So, we could go to the cave, Falzaren. It's understandable, but if there's nothing in the tent that was glowing blue, maybe it's the armor?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, who knows? It could have even been a smaller item that he has on his person.
But the blue, it's like the eyes of Dendar. Like, if there's 2 eyes, there's not 3 eyes. Come on. Does Dendar have 3 eyes?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess I just always assumed it was 2.
Thuff, do you know Dendar?
Never heard of it.
Okay, that's fine. Just figured I'd ask. Should we go back to the cave? See what they're meeting about?
I don't like that guy.
Why not?
He's mean.
He won't be mean to you. You're my friend.
He was mean to me before.
Yeah, but you're helping us. I don't think he's gonna hurt you.
I wonder if we weren't invited.
I mean, I was.
You were?
Yeah, Samuel has said I could be there for any of the planning.
Oh.
We're not quite sure that I'm lying, but I'm pretty sure Samuel would let me come in. I kind of said don't make the plans in front of Thuft. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I don't know. I've never had much of a mind for this sort of military planning.
Thuft, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll take a nap.
You want to take a nap in the tent with Falzaren?
Well, I mean, I don't really want to do anything. To tell you the truth, I would like to go home.
You know what, Thuft? Now's probably a good time for you to take a nap. I'll do some scribbling in my books, and I'll make sure you're safe while you take a nap.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be going home. We're gonna go to the mountains pretty soon here, Thuft. You're gonna be leading the way.
Well, I mean, I hope it's sooner rather than later.
Oh, you take a nap. I'll go check on the generals and the plans, and then where we're going. You're not gonna go anywhere without me. We're together. We're a package now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Falzaren kind of like looks over to Mia. It's kind of like squints a little bit as though, what are you talking about?
I'll send Thuff into the tent. Go find your cot. Go lay down. I'm gonna talk with Falzaren for a second.
Yeah. I'll be right there. You look tired, Thuff. Grab a little bit of rest.
Okay, he will do as he's told.
Oh, here's your stick. You dropped your stick.
Oh, thanks.
So, Falzaren, for the time being, we can trust Thuft. He's under my spell. So...
Under your spell?
Yeah, I've charmed. Just a little charm spell. You know, he's charmed to always tell me the truth and to be my friend. So, I don't think we really have to worry about him. But to keep up appearances, I'll go to the cave by myself, just check in on the planning. You can continue writing in your book, keep an eye on Thuft.
Sure.
But this charm spell's pretty freaking powerful, so I think he's not going to, like, just leave without me.
That's impressive. Good job. I've sort of wondered, whether we could trust what he's... I don't know how really quick-witted or sharp he is, but you never know. He could be stringing us along.
I don't want to keep anything from you. I think I might mention the blue light to Samuel. Maybe Samuel is unaware that while he was sleeping, there was blue light in his tent. Maybe there's an idea he'll have that I haven't thought of. My only idea right now is that it's the armor.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Reading his journal, it did seem like he takes these decisions, seriously.
So he's telling us the truth? He's actually a good guy? He's on our side?
Well, what is good and bad?
Well, for the good of Aspara.
Sure.
Why do you say it like that? What do you know that I don't know?
Well, nothing. I'm just... As time has gone on, I don't... feels like I don't know which way is up and down anymore.
I'm getting kind of worried about Shakara and Chef. Like, I don't know. I didn't hear back from her, and, like, I'm not hearing from her. Like, how... I'm wrestling with the fact that the Niyogi are my priority, but they're our friends. If Isabella has them, like...
I really don't think that's what's happened. I think something probably came up. Something that they thought was important.
But Shaft only cares about himself, so why would he leave with Shakara? She got the eye and she left. That's the story, like...
I don't know. It's hard to say. Hopefully they'll return soon and we'll find out what's happened.
I don't know. I almost feel like I should try to stop caring, because they left us. They left us here with all this on our plates without their help.
Yeah, it does almost seem a little bit selfish, right?
It really is, and selfish sounds like Shafts, not Shakara. Anyway, it's fine that I go to the cave, right? Just go sit down on the meeting?
Yeah, certainly. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, I'll let you know what I find out.
Okay.
Keep an eye on Thuft.
I will. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and if he gets squirrely on you, remind you that he's our friend and he should tell me the truth. Tell him to come find me.
Right.
Ha, in those words exactly, right? I'll see you in a bit. And I will head to the meeting of the generals. So I'll go back to the cave opening where they can't get through. I'm assuming that's right? That's the, like, invisible wall thing.
Yeah, inside of it, up the levels, right? Before you reach the cave's entrance, Mia, you are intercepted by Lance and Hannigan.
Okay.
Like, you can see them, they kind of step through into your field of vision from the snow, which the snow is beginning to actually start to taper off a little bit. They run up to you, like out of breath, and they're kind of like bent over, like hands on their knees, catching their breath. And Lance, Mia, Silas is coming to arrest you.
What?
You and Falzaren.
Wait.
We couldn't not warn you.
Why? What? This must be a mistake.
The tower's been deactivated. Samuel suspects you and Falzaren had something to do with it. And Shaft and Shakara.
No. Listen, we haven't seen Shaft and Shakara. This is not right. No.
That's why we had to warn you. I don't know what we had to tell you, whether or not you only have a matter of a few minutes before they show up.
I have nothing to hide. I'm not afraid of being arrested. Okay.
If you want to cooperate, I'm sure Silas will appreciate that, but I don't know what they're going to do with you.
Okay, I'll cooperate. I'll go back to Falzaren. Let's tell him what's going on. I can't believe this.
If Silas catches us speaking to you, we'll be in trouble too.
Yeah, don't... Okay, thank you. Don't worry. Go on your way. This conversation never happened.
Praise Thor.
Praise Thor. I'll return back to the tent with Falzaren.
Okay, yeah, and they jet off. Falzaren, Mia is gone for a matter of minutes before she bursts back into the tent.
Falzaren, Lance and Hannigan, they just warned me. Silas is coming to arrest us. Samuel thinks we deactivated the tower. I know nothing of this. It wasn't us. We're innocent. So, what do we do?
What? Deactivating the tower? What?
Someone deactivated the tower. They think it's us. They're gonna pin it on us. I don't really feel like running. I have nothing to hide. We didn't do it. We didn't do it, right? You didn't do it.
No, absolutely not.
If it was Shaft and Shakara, we don't know anything. It's not us, so...
Oh, this is bad. So I go over and I wake Thuft.
What's going on?
Thuft. Quick change of plans.
No. Running makes us look guilty, Falzaren. We have to stay. We just tell him the truth.
He wants to arrest us. It doesn't sound like he's going to believe us.
Run from what?
Do you know anything about the tower, Thuft? Someone deactivated the tower last night.
You mean the big blue thing?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it. I was here.
We didn't do it either, Falzaren. Staying makes us look less guilty. If we run, we look guilty.
Hey, but what? Are they gonna arrest me too? I'm your friend. And he points at Mia.
I know you're my friend. We'll be okay. Falzaren, let's just leave the tent, go stand out there, and wait for Silas. We're innocent. We can do this.
Oh, boy. I guess you should...
Running looks bad.
I know that.
We slept. We did nothing wrong.
Wait, he already hates me. What if he hurts me again?
I won't let him hurt you. Are you sure you know nothing about Shaft and Shakara? Do you know if they did this?
No, I have no idea why they would do that. It makes no sense. Shakara already has one of the eyes, which is what she needed.
The only thing I'm worried about is if the light came from Samuel's tent, meaning someone deactivated the towers, the eye was taken to his tent, Samuel's in on it, knows about it, and is pinning it on us. It wasn't us. If we're innocent and he's not involved, he'll probably believe us, but if he's just trying to pin it on someone, we're screwed.
Okay, the way I see it, we have two options. We hope that Samuel isn't trying to pin on us. We stay, we plead our case, which, we don't have... It's just our word against whoever else's. So I don't really like that. Or we leave, we bring Thuft with us, and we go where we're going to go. We go try and find this backup body.
By ourselves? No, we needed an army with us. This is crazy. There's gonna be tons of Neogi.
Well, maybe not.
Thuft, are there lots of Neogi in the caves protecting the bodies?
There's a lot of Neogi in the caves, yeah.
Yeah, we're so screwed, Falzaren. We can't do that.
But Thuft, what about we weren't going to go to the main one. We were going to go to the backup one. Would that be safer? Not safer, but would it be? Let's just say quieter, less commotion there.
There's places where there are less Neogi.
Falzaren, I don't think that 3 against multiple is the way to do this.
You mean 3 having peace talks with multiple? Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you've got a point.
This is so stupid. We did nothing wrong.
I know. All right, so what's our story?
The truth. There is no story. This is what happened.
Well, I know, but we don't have any proof.
We do. Thuft was with us. There's people all around. I can cast a zone of truth. They can be assured we're not lying. I'm not running. I had to come back and tell you. I'm not running. Please don't say anything about Lance and Hannigan warning us. I don't want them to get into this mess.
Why does he suspect us?
I don't know. They didn't say. I just sit down and wait.
Yeah, I think Falzaren will sort of reluctantly do the same.
My leg is jiggling, like I'm kind of nervously sitting there, just... Time's taking forever. They know where to find us.
Thuft is like ringing the stick, and he's like pacing back and forth, Thuft the Younger. And it's less than 10 minutes later before you hear Silas calling for the two of you to come out of your tents.
I come out, hands open and obviously without any weapons. Thuft, come on.
Yeah, so Falzaren comes out and sort of pulls Thuft along with him.
You step out to see Silas Grohl accompanied by 6 heavily armored paladins of Cultus. Silas he's got his hands on his hips. I'm not sure how to say this, but you're gonna have to come with us.
What do you mean? What's this? What's going on?
I'll have to ask you to surrender any weapons and your belongings over, and if you could just agree to have these put on. One of the paladins produces two pairs of manacles.
Whoa!
Yeah, what are the charges here?
What
we
did
haven't
we
done
do?
anything wrong. We're here to help.
I'm happy to cooperate, but this seems a bit rash.
Listen, we were waiting for orders from Samuel. Have you talked to Samuel?
He's the reason I'm here. Look,
What do you mean?
Anything you have to say to me, it's not going to matter. I got Samuel. I'm taking you to him.
Silas, you know us. We didn't do anything.
And if I'm asked my opinion on whether or not the two of you have done something wrong, I'll give it.
Okay.
But look, we, as little resistance as possible would be appreciated.
Surely this isn't necessary. We're happy to cooperate, Silas.
Cooperate, Falzaren. Just do it.
And they will take your bags, your weapons. They'll take everything on you, and we'll each put a pair of manacles around your wrists.
So they're taking like our bag full of potions and like my shield and but what about the ring on my finger? Or
Yeah, they're going to take every item but what you're wearing, pretty much. Like,
really? My circlet?
Everything.
Hey, Silas, like, do you really have to take my ring? This has special meaning to me. Do you really need the circlet? Like,
I'm following orders. I'm sorry.
Falzaren sort of looks to Mia in a sort of like knowing way, as if to say, "Are we gonna do this?"
I'm going to, but like we can't cast without our stuff. Yeah.
If
correct.
the spell requires like a material component but if it's something that's just verbal or somatic, you still will be able to.
Okay.
Can Falzaren without his spellbook though?
Yeah, because you don't actually use your physical spell book, right? Like your spell book has your spells that you know, and then you prepare a number of them to be able to cast from
So
memory.
they are prepared. Yeah.
So you have your list of prepared spells, and again, depending on whether or not you just need to say something or wave your hands, which currently, though, the way you are bound, somatic will also be very difficult.
Well, Mia just holds her hands out. Come on, Thuft. It's okay. We're innocent.
I suppose Falzaren will reluctantly as well. He's definitely perturbed at having to hand over all of his items.
As frustrating as this is, Falzaren, like, we're innocent. We're just gonna look guilty if we fight it.
I suppose, like I said, I think this is a bit overkill. We've never put up any resistance, but if this is how it's got to be,
it's crazy. And I just put my hands up, wrists up in the air.
Each of you are restrained by the manacles, and Silas, kind of with a sigh, will motion to the escorting paladins and kind of two on each of you. Well, kind of side by side, two on each of you, and lead you up into the camp. You're like moving towards the cave and then turn towards like Samuel's personal tent, and then further past that, and you kind of hit a point where each of you by your escorting paladins, you're kind of separated, and you're led to a series of small wooden structures. Inside of these structures, there's just a single chair in the center of them, and a pair of manacles attached to the ground. You're each seated on this chair. The manacles are attached to your ankles, and you're left alone in the structures.
Psst. Hey, are you still listening? You want to keep up with the Incorrigibles? Our website, incorrigibleparty.com, has all of our links: Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Instagram. Sometimes we're Twitchers, too. You want to support our show? We have a Patreon where you can get exclusive content, early access to episodes, and more. Thanks for your support and helping our show grow. We want to thank Tabletop Audio for ambient sounds and music. We want to thank James Merce Music for our intro song. And our sponsor, Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com. Happy adventuring!